mamas, this is Lauren Gibbons. We're gonna do a quick standing flow. This is about a 10-minute feel-good flow that helps you strengthen your legs and helps you prepare for labor by really focusing on your breath. So we'll do some challenging movements here, and I really want you to focus on your breath as you're moving in and out of these challenging poses. Your legs might start shaking, and that's the time where I really want you to tap into your breath and notice what your face is doing, notice what your throat is doing. A lot of times when we're feeling this intense sensation, we have a tendency to lock our jaw or tighten our throat. I really want you to focus on relaxing and softening. We'll use 2 blocks today. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can roll up some towels, use a couple of books, anything so you have about 6 inches, 8 inches off the floor for your hands. This is Casey. She's 32 weeks pregnant in her 3rd trimester, and this practice is great for 3rd trimester, also great for 2nd trimester as well. All right, so Casey, I'm gonna have you start with your blocks out to the edges of your mat. And you're gonna be on the high setting. So the outside edges of your blocks are to the edges of your mat, and then your feet are almost to the edges of your mat. Good. Now, we're gonna internally rotate the thighs when in relation to the hips. So toes in, heels out. Yep, good. And then really plant firmly through your feet. Big inhale for me and sweep your arms up. Good, big exhale as you fold forward, bring your hands down to those blocks. Good, so Casey's spine is nice and long here. And then give baby a little bit of a hug, just so we're not letting baby drop towards the floor. We're staying engaged in the core. Good, now if the backs of your legs are tight here, you can take a little bend in your knees. And then keep your spine really long, the crown of your head reaches forward. Good, now we'll start to incorporate some windmill arms. So on your next inhale, Casey, lift your left arm out to the side and all the way up. Good, so she's lengthening through her left side body. On your next exhale, bring your hand down. Good, on your next inhale, right arm up, hold it here, breathe. So finding that length now on the right side of your body, and then lower the arm back down. Good, now moving with the breath. Inhale, left arm, exhale down. Inhale, right arm, exhale down. Good, keep that moving with your own breath. So what we're doing here is we're tapping into a sense of rhythm and repetition. And when we're preparing for birth, you can think of the 3 R's. So repetition and rhythm, which leads to relaxation. And then we're linking breath to movement because that helps us tap into the relaxation response even more. It also helps us find that sense of rhythm. Good, let's do 1 more each side. Good, and then you're gonna come up with a long spine here. So press through your feet, bring your hands to your thighs or hands to hips and slowly come all the way up. Good, heel toe your feet back in. We'll do a couple of hip circles in between poses. So soft bend in your knees, hands to your hips, rock and roll your hips. Good. So you can pretend like here you're dancing with your baby, you're rocking your baby. Keep breathing, and we're letting go of all tension in the body. Beautiful. All right, so take your blocks in a little bit. So you're slightly wider than hip width distance for 3rd trimester, and then line your feet up behind those blocks. But you want some space between your toes and the blocks so your toes aren't touching the blocks. Good, a soft bend in your knees. So you're not locking out your knees here. These are wave squats. So big inhale, sweep your arms high for me, Casey, and then exhale, hands to your heart as you go low. Low, low in your squat, hands to your blocks, and stay here for a breath. So sitting bones press back behind you, spine is long. Good, and weight is back in your heels. Yeah, now you'll start to curl up your spine. So base of your spine, middle of your spine, upper spine, head and neck come up last. Beautiful. Now we'll start to link that 1 breath, 1 movement. So inhale, reach them up. Exhale, go low. Hands to your heart, hands to blocks, and then inhale to roll up. Good. Keep that moving. So we're helping here again, link the breath to the movement, finding that sense of rhythm and repetition, which leads to relaxation. So Casey's moving with her own rhythm at her own pace. Good. We'll do just 3 more here. Good. And this last one, come all the way up. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes and just notice how you're feeling here. So you're feeling your heartbeat, you're checking back in with your breath, you're connecting back with your baby. Good, you can open your eyes. So last flow is chair squats. So we won't use the blocks for these. You can take the blocks off to the side and then bring your feet so they're slightly wider than hip width distance. Feet are parallel as you can make them. Good, big inhale as you sweep your arms up. And then on your exhale, find your chair squat, hands to your heart. Press your hands into one another for support and for balance. And then press down into the center of your heel. So your weight here is slightly back. Good, you can even lift up your toes just to make sure that your weight is back in your heels. Good, and we'll hold it here. This is one of those poses that can be really challenging. A lot of people absolutely hate this pose. So these poses where you're finding a lot of sensation are the ones where you really need to focus on your breath and what's happening with your body, where you're holding tension. So fully release your jaw, Casey, release your throat. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms forward, palms face down. We'll add a little bit of flow here. Next exhale, flip your palms, send it back, airplane arms. Good, keep that going, moving with your own breath. Good, so by breathing here and moving her arms in and out of airplane, she's really helping take the focus away from the fact that her legs are shaking. And this is really hard. Good, let's do 3 more. Good, and 2. And 1, and this next time you come forward, straighten your knees, reach it high. Good, shake it all out, and then maybe find an exhale to forward fold hands to your thighs. Go do a couple cat-cows for me, and then shake it out in whatever way feels good. Good. Thank you, mamas. Thank you, Casey.